Greetings everyone, my name is Fro. Today I'll showcase a very powerful capability from LM Studio that allows you to host local models and access them remotely. And I think as AI becomes more pervasive, local models are increasingly becoming more powerful and indispensable. As you can see from the illustration here, you could have a setup with a Mac Mini, which most people do these days, hosting your models and coming in with remote instances or remote clients for inference, and that model is not hosted here. Many use cases would apply for this. For those of you that have watched the channel significantly, we talk about Paperclip, and Paperclip could be model intensive. So in terms of compute, if you're going with Claude or Open AI, you can run out of tokens very quickly. So having local models could be very compelling for that. Or if you're going with a multicast setup, as you guys know, I make video tutorials on building AI agents for your life. Now, let's jump into the setup. And if, by the way, if you want to follow along for some of the videos or topics we make videos about, go over to aireadyu.dev for a lot of resources and plugins are available in there. Link in the description below. So what you're going to do to get this started would be go over to LM Studio, get this downloaded. And it's a desktop app, works on Mac. That download very easy to get set up. Now, once you have this downloaded, you're going to want to download this on two sites. You're going to want to download it on, in my case, my MacBook Air. So right now I have this installed on my MacBook Air, the LM Studio installed. So very straightforward. Now, once you have this installed on your MacBook Air, what you're going to want to do is not chat with the MacBook Air, because we're going to use this just as a client. So I'm just cleaning up some chat I had there before. We're just going to use this as a client. Before we do something with this, let's go over to my Mac Mini. So right here is the Mac Mini, and you're going to want to do the same. Go ahead and download and install LM Studio. Now, once you download and install LM Studio in your Mac Mini, what we care about is the installation that looks something like this. So this is now my Mac Mini. Now this is where it gets fun, because you want to download your heavy models on your Mac Mini. And in my case, I have an external storage, so I can simply just save those models in there. It doesn't help so much for the inference, but just for the raw file of downloading these models, having that on my Mac Mini is essentially what I want. And my Mac Mini and obviously my MacBook Pro, and I have a MacBook Air and several other machines are all within the same network, and it's very clear for this to work. So once you have that downloaded, you want to go below on your remote machine. So in this case, I'm still on my Mac Mini. You can tell by me connecting with Jump Desktop. So Jump Desktop is what I use for remoting into the Mac Mini. Click on this LM link. And this is an easy way for me, I've seen, to get this set up. I know you can do things like this with Olama. You can do things like this if you really put a lot of dedication to making it work. But I haven't really seen something this simple for the everyday person to get it set up. So click on LM link. And what you're going to want to do now is just click on Add Device. And this device, it will ask you, is this device, does it have a GUI or is it a headless device? So headless, you can go with that. For me, I just do a GUI. I did it already. Then what this tells you is to add the device to your personal LM Link network, go ahead and download this and click on this and then use the remote modem. Now, I know on my MacBook Air, and we're going to go back to the MacBook Air here shortly, that I already did that download. So for that one, let's just switch back over to my MacBook Air. Here in a second, we're gonna go back in here, switch over to this. We'll do the same. Go over here to the MacBook Air now. Click on this, and in the same case, click on Add Device. Now, once you do that, it actually, because I did it already, it will detect from my MacBook Air the Mac Mini. So this is my MacBook Air local, and then it detects the Mac Mini machine as well. So this is the device Mac Mini local visible to my MacBook Air. So that setup is very, very easy to do just by clicking on Add This and just going through it. Once you close that, it will detect any other machine. Because I already did that, it's detected that. So now I see that there is a Mac Mini on my MacBook Air local. Now, the next thing is you want to download your models. So we will go back. Let me just show here for a second. If I go in here to see my models, if I click on the LLMs, you'll see I have the Google Gemma 4. It's about a 6.3 gigabytes model. Now, I don't want this model to run on my MacBook Air. I want it running locally on my Mac Mini. So I'm just gonna be sure here. So let me go in back. Let's go back over here. I'll go back to my MacBook Pro. So I'm back in my MacBook Pro. Again, click on this. You can see now this is the MacBook Pro. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. So just to illustrate here, this is MacBook Pro. You don't see the Jump Desktop Connect. Now it tells me this device or my MacBook Pro. So this device is my actually MacBook Air, not Big Pro. I do have a Pro, a separate one. My MacBook Air has this network device, Mac Mini visible, and it tells you it's Apple M4 and such. Now, if I went back over to my Jump Desktop, now it tells you, just to double check this one more time. Now, my local machine here is the Mac Mini, and the MacBook Air is what's connected. It does have the Apple M5. So in theory, I really should have it the other way around, where I should put the powerful model on the M5 chip. But just in this case, I will, because I'd rather have things on the MacBook Mini or the Mac Mini, we will just do it as such. So back here on the Mac Mini, what we're going to do is go over to models. And I want to install my models here on Mac Mini. So watch what happens. Because my Mac Mini is always on and I have an external hard drive and things optimized the way I want it. So now you're going to come in here and just click on download model. Look for whatever model you want to download and then go ahead and download that model. So if I wanted a different model, you can find that model, get that downloaded, and have that visible within this. So let me go over here and let's just do search for a new model. I have the Gemma 4 model. Let's say we want I want something a little bit small. Let's do the GLM 4.6 flash, and I know that's well, that's about 7.9 GB. I think I can handle that for now. Let's just deal with that. So this will get downloaded. Now, while this is downloading on my Mac Mini, because I think my Mac Mini can handle that. The good thing is, if you now have several machines on your network or a family or whatever your setup is, you have one server that simply downloads and hosts the model. And I think most people can do this download. Now, I'm going to go back out of this so I'm not in my Jump Desktop. Let me go back over to my local machine, and just for the sake of it, because I have to move things around, I will go back now to my MacBook Air. So now I'm back on my MacBook Air, and this is where I don't want to download models on this. I want everything coming remote. So what you'll find is the LLM models, as soon as they get downloaded from my Mac Mini, will be visible here. So the reason why we see the Gemma 4 here on the MacBook Air is because we've downloaded it on the Mac Mini, so it's visible here for Inference. So I did that a few minutes ago. Now I have one model currently downloading over there. As soon as it gets downloaded, it will be visible here. Isn't that amazing? Now, while that's downloading, as that model is visible, you can simply select this particular model and then use it in chat. And I was supremely impressed with how, I know this is not something you're going to write home about, and there are folks who run tests and talk about how the token speed isn't as fast. But when you're just talking about an always-on instance, things that are running without you even looking 24/7, whether it runs for 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds, that difference to me doesn't really surface itself. So I would say, how are you? And right now I am on the MacBook Air, And this is essentially doing that inference using that remote model on the Mac Mini. And to me, if I have this running in my Paperclip, I can survive with this. So this is the chat interface. I know I'm talking through the chat interface here, but I'll showcase how this will go to your Paperclip. So it did come back with the results. It took quite a bit of time, right? But again, this is, in theory, a free model. Now, if you have this setup with LM Studio, and I know the next question is, well, how do I use this with Paperclip or Multicar or in other instances? So I'll show that here shortly. While this is coming, let's just double check here to see, is the download ready? Okay, so this download now is ready. So I'm back in my Mac Mini. So the download here is ready. I would say, how are you? I just want to do a quick test with this new model. It says failed to load model. Let's see this. Not enough resources to load models. Okay, so we clearly run into an issue. I think we can solve that let's solve that. And I think this is one of the challenges you're running with this models. So let me pick, just for the sake of illustration, I want to pick an extremely small models. Let's see, this one is, how big is this? 1.25 gigabytes. I'm hoping that this is good enough, small enough. So now I'm back on my Mac Mini to just download this. Again, this is where, if you invest in this remote instance that can handle the models you really want, now put it outside for inference for everybody. And I could see how, people maybe in their city, in their apartment, so in their school, could just host some of these models, put it on the network so everybody gets it. And then that could be a business in itself. All right, so we've downloaded this tiny model. I honestly don't even know what this model is, but let's test it and see if it works. So this is now getting loaded. You can imagine having the Gamma 4 model running with this running at the same time, and I have other things also running here that it could hog the systems pretty quickly. But I think we should hopefully have some luck here. All right, model loader successful. Let's try how are you again with whatever this model is. And all right, so the model now is loaded. Now on the Mac Mini, let's go back over out of this. Let's go in here. And I want to go to LM Studio, move this around, and we're going to check in here. Voila, just like that. That model, we've installed that on the Mac Mini. It shows up here instantly, ready for us to use for inference. So I can select this. Loading this in chat, I know having too many models like this will run out of space. But I think for the demo purpose, we can make this work. So go ahead, it will load, and I'll just say, how are you using this particular model? And hopefully we have an inference here pretty good. Now, next level is, you might say, well, I don't use LM Studio for my daily driver. I use OpenCode, I use Paperclip, I use Multicar, I use OpenClaw, whatever it is you use. The good news is now you can extend this to that. So let me go over and go back into my Paperclip instance, and I'll showcase what it looks like in Paperclip. I'll showcase that in Multicar, then I'll talk about how that actually got set up. So here you're going to want to simply just pick one of your agents. So in here are all the agents that manage my life, and I've made videos around that, building on the concepts here on the AI Ready U about bringing AI for your life. So assuming that you have this all set up, if you haven't set up Paperclip, I've done so many videos on it, probably one of the most popular videos on this channel, probably one of the best channels for Paperclip, I want to believe so. All right, so select your agent, pick configuration. You're going to want to go down to adapter, and for the adapter, you select OpenCode, because those models in LM Studio, you can actually pass them through OpenCode. Because if you see here, there's no adapter in here called LM Studio, so you wouldn't have that. But you can pass it through OpenCode, and then you get access to it. And if you have a question about passing that through OpenCode, just simply ask Claude, and I can go through that. So go to OpenCode. Now go ahead and select model. You will see that it does have the, let's see if we can detect models. It does have the Gemma 4 model available here. And I can tell you this Gemma 4 model is not running on my MacBook Air, is running on the Mac Mini and passing through in here. So this will work. Same thing if you went through to Mordecai. The UI is a little bit different. You pick an agent, go to configuration for that agent. Let's check that benefits agent. Maybe we just do brand. Let's look at the brand agent. Go to settings, go to private. Then you're going to want to go down, pick open code. Let's see the options that are available here. The runtimes, again, you see you have Pi, Gemini, Hermes, open code, but nothing called LM Studio. But the good news is you have open code. So select that. And then in here, you should see LM Studio local. And you can pick this model. This model now is not running locally here. Again, it's running on the Mac Mini using 100% local LLM models running on the Mac Mini, powering your setup of Paperclip, powering your setup of Multicar. And for those of you who use Hermes, that will work equally well. Open code, OpenClaw, you name it. This is an extremely powerful way to get these local models running on your Mac Mini and connected. And the beauty about this is it's relatively easy to do. Just simply working on the UI and not a lot of command line work, which could be intimidating for a lot of users. So hopefully this was helpful. As always, this is Fru here, hoping and making videos to hopefully get you AI ready. If you found this valuable, give it a thumbs up, share this with somebody that might get value out of it. I'll see you in the next demo.